The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play out. Brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On first down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Moss running right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 43 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see...
And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. 18, tight end.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Richardson now on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Richardson on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting. By any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. Breaks. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Okay,
here's 2nd and 7.
Go check, go check. Ready, go.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 53 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Come on, come on. Set. Hurt, hurt.
Back to Taylor on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 17-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready, ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do is maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 11 at the Colts' 33-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, everything picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 46-yard line.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11, add it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. McManus's point after is good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. second down. Here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Didn't reach 1,000 yards, but there's no denying Pittman's the Colts' unquestioned top guy in the passing game. 99 receptions last season, 10th in the NFL, and he picks up another one there.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Sliding out of the pocket. A short throw pulled in by Woods. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third down and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So possession goes over. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, run!
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, let's go!
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And they're really putting together a good drive.
Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Lawrence. That is caught, but he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Richardson. This taken in by Downs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. Second down and 8.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down at the 46.
Brandon, Coach, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco! Bronco switch.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That complete to Downs. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 24, Jaguars 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Chris Claybrooks. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Well, this one's setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson looking to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Check, man. Check, man.
First and 10, Taylor now. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Come on.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down to about the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Off the option, here's Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
34 yards.
And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. Etienne.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back.